That was always, it was a passion. Always loved music, and it actually happened because my brother-in-law used to work in record stores, and when we first sort of got together, he talked about wanting to open a record store, and it was something I always wanted to do, but I wasn't in that industry, and so that's how it happened. We started it back in 2000. Yeah. Well, just music in general. I mean, really, vinyl, and it's always been a passion as a kid. I bought, 7-inch singles and stuff. I grew up in Newtown, so there used to be a few little shops, and I used to hang around those as a kid. And so I always just had a passion. There was a lot of music in the house, and my mother and friends and relatives always played records and sort of stuff. So yeah. Well, we've been here now 17 years, and as I said, it's gone through a few changes. My brother-in-law used to work here. I used to work in the background because I was working another job, and before I came full-time into this. Yeah, so I mean, it was again just it's a labour of love, really. I mean, it's not like you're going to make a zillion dollars out of it. So you do it because, look, I get to come to work and play music for 8 hours a day, so it's not too bad. Look, at the moment it varies. I mean, there's a lot of younger folk coming through buying vinyl now, and then there's a lot of older guys of my age that sold off all their records when CDs came in, and they were told that it was the greatest thing in the world and they were indestructible and what have you, and then they're now coming back and buying their vinyl back after all those years of trying to find those special ones that they sold off, that time of thing. There certainly has been. I mean, we've always sold vinyl. That's always been our main thing. We've sold CDs as well and that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's certainly been, certainly growth, and you can see like there's so many more pressing plants around the world started up, and there's more demand. I think now it's most probably hit its peak, because again, the people that were interested in now buying records have bought the ones that they want, and now they're just buying, when something new comes out or gets reissued and all that sort of stuff. I think my ears are shot after all these years of going to see bands and stuff like that, but I always still feel that vinyl has just a warmer sound. I mean, a lot of people say that it's just something, I don't know. I like the flaws in things. I don't like it being pristine. So I love hearing a bit of crackle and stuff like that. So, but the sound itself, I tend to feel that it is a lot warmer. Look, as I said, I got a feeling, to me now it's sort of plateaued, in a sense, but it's become I don't think it'll ever go again like the way it did, because look, what's replaced, CDs now really is stuff like Spotify and stuff that's out in the ether there. And I mean, unless they develop something where they'll plug it direct into your head, I mean, I think that's the format now. It's either a download, it's stream, or it's vinyl. A CD to a lesser extent. I guess CDs may make a bit of a comeback. I mean, people still like to buy a physical product, so and CDs are convenient. And not everything at the moment is on Spotify or those iTunes and all that sort of stuff. So there's still a lot of stuff out there. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff that's happening on vinyl that is coming out of the woodwork that no one's ever seen before and stuff like that. And look, coming into a store and talking about music and hearing music and all that sort of stuff. I mean, that's where, I mean, I tend to sell a lot of things that I'm playing. I'll be playing stuff, and sure enough, someone will come up and say, "Oh, what's that?"